being out like in the community and my internships, I had the great opportunity of interning at School 29 downtown here in Rochester, and also at Strong Memorial Hospital and the Wilmot Cancer Center. I knew youth is what I wanted to work with. Like, that's what I feel as though the population I was best at working with. And so when I came to Strong, I was just very not confident in myself. I was working with a whole different population. But because of what I learned at School 29 and just applying practices and theories into the profession, like actually when I'm out in the communities, it has taught me just so much about myself and about other people that I was able to be more confident in my skills. The same thing that I was doing with youth, the same way I was interacting and engaging with the youth, I finally realized that at one point it's the same way that I can be with adults and with the other people in the hospital. No matter who you're working with, as long as you're being empathetic, as long as you're being real and impeccable with your word, you can make a difference.
I find myself a very genuine and authentic person, but having to kind of put that quality of me into my practice with youth has just been awesome, and I've really gotten to see firsthand how being authentic and genuine with youth and families really is reciprocated, and how well they're more responsive when you kind of show that part of you. Sometimes I feel we have characteristics of ourselves that we might kind of like put to the side because we might not need it in our work, and that's something from my CYD classes that I really learned this is important to kind of show with the people that we engage with and the youth that we engage with.
Making sure that I'll be a better youth professional or a better social worker by doing my research and getting out in the communities and being able to really kind of increase that interpersonal relationship that I'm having with the people that I'm working with, so that I know my work is authentic. I know it's going to leave a purpose, and I know it's going to advocate and empower others to begin to learn about themselves.
Something that I admire and cherish about social work and CYD is the self-reflective piece of it. I think what was a little different with CYD that helped my social work practice is I was able to be self-reflective right in the different settings, and then in my classes it wasn't only just social work students. I got to hear from other students as well, so some students with a CYD and an education background or occupational therapy. So it was cool in a CYD classroom to hear from so many different people with different backgrounds and different studies.
Just to remember to meet their youth, clients where they're at, to be open-minded, to use the skill of reflection whenever you need to understand your values and your needs, and to also practice cultural humility so that you'll be able to look at the youth that you're working with and try to identify with the decisions that they're making and the things that they are self-expressing to you, so that you'll be able to better understand them and know that it is always good to be open-minded and ask questions whenever you need to, and realize that we're all learning together. So take every opportunity as a learning experience.